The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Now a play fake here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Now Brown. Well, he wasn't too far. Officially give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And that was a nice strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Charles, 3-12-1 for them in 2019. Matt Patricia will be back for a third year. They'll be picking third in the draft, by the way, but this season really got off to a rocky start in week one. They had a lot of close losses, but that seems to be the storyline every year for Detroit.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy because you mentioned week one at Arizona, big lead in the fourth quarter, ended up in a tie. Arizona walked away feeling like the tie was good. For Detroit, it was bad, but they picked themselves off the map from that one and won their next two. They were 2-0-1 at home against Kansas City. Lost a close one, and as you noted, that was the pattern for the year, and finished up 3-12-1. And I think they led in 14 of the 16 games they played in 2019.
And it's hard to fathom. So now the question, you know what I'm going to ask, where do they go from here?
Well, they feel good about the offensive side of the ball and their coaching staff, but a lot of changes made on the defensive side. I would expect head coach Matt Patricia to be even more involved with the defense now. That's his expertise, and he needs to fix that side in order for this team to become contenders again.
They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Jacksonville set to roll again on the offensive side of things. You know, you and I talked about these Jaguars on this broadcast before the season started, and we thought there's a wide range of possible outcomes for them, from 12-4 to 4-12. Well, unfortunately, at 6-10, they were closer to the latter.
And I do believe we were leaning towards that. I didn't expect them to be division champs. I definitely didn't expect 6-10 now. And this is a team that should be better than that. It looks like they're trying to solve whatever level of confusion there is in their front office. It made some changes there. But the head coach, Doug Marrone, will return and have an opportunity to get things corrected and get them back to playing football like they did a couple seasons ago when they went to the AFC Championship game.
One thing, though, Charles, they didn't lack for intrigue with Foles going out, Minshew coming in.
And Foles went out week one.
Yeah, that was early.
First quarter.
And then you had Jalen Ramsey getting shipped out of town out west, so there were a lot of storylines.
There certainly were, but I say the number one storyline when you're looking for the positive, Gardner Minshew, 6th-round pick out of Washington State. Minshew mania takes over not just Jacksonville, but in a lot of ways the entire NFL. And now my understanding is that his offseason, he's going to spend part of it on an RV trip across America. Go get him, Gardner.
This will be caught by Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very